What's up, Juwan?
You.
How's it going?
Sorry, I'm eating, so excuse me.
That's all right, man. It's all good. How have you been?
I've been good, bro.
That's good.
Good. I hope we play y'all in CASA Cup.
Ha! Dude, I hope we make it that far.
Should I get this one? Or should I give you this one? Do you want this?
Hey, what's up?
Let's see this.
Yeah, I turned the screen off.
You guys were smart to say this was 4:45.
Thank you.
Nolan. Nolan.
Hey,
We hear you, Joe.
how's everybody doing? Welcome.
Hey.
Who's that on the other line? Thanks. Can everybody please mute their microphones? Thanks, everyone. All right, welcome. It's good to be back. Spring season after a fall that was cut a little short. We're really looking forward to getting out there this spring. We have so many things to share with you guys. So thanks for taking an hour to jump on and listen. And let's move on to the next slide. So as always, I just like to take a minute to recognize everybody's efforts on the board that have been working really hard to pull off the spring season. After obviously the fall, we didn't, we were kind of left on a cliff. We didn't know what things were going to be like in the spring. We didn't know if we were going to be able to play with the restrictions in place, but things have opened up. Things are definitely improving with COVID. People are starting to get vaccinated. So the spring season's a go, and it is our largest record season yet. We have 73 11v11 teams signed up and plenty of small side teams signing up too. So the people behind the scenes, we have all our 11v11 commissioners. Dave Wong is back, Mike Halber's back, Brian Mangan for Tercera, Doug Cordy is now doing Quarto, John Kelly, who is a new board member, is now the Quinto commissioner, Evan Duncan back for Sexto. We have Kristen Lepley as women commissioner, Andrew Stevens, a new board member, captains of Boys Do Cry, is now the Sunday morning and Monday night commissioner. We have our Sunday night 11v11 co-ed league back, which is run by Zach Jepson. Bob Buston and Jared form the other commissioners for small sided, and Grayson Rogers is the League Cup commissioner, which we will get to later on the show. Bob Buston will be running pickup, and we'll have a slide about that as well. Another very important new board member that we have added is Unio Martinez. He will be the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer, and we'll have a slide to talk about the great work he's been doing in our league as well. Everybody else here is equally as important. It's a huge board, a huge team effort, and I think it's really important for the captains to see what's all goes on behind the scenes and who is really pitching in to make our league a success. Everyone is a volunteer. Everyone spends hours each week making sure their department is running smoothly, and it wouldn't be the success that it is without all their efforts. So taking a look at our spring schedule, we're moving pretty quick. Saturday's opening day for all the 11 divisions. The schedules for week 1 and week 2 should be posted by tonight by the commissioners. If you have any questions, please reach out to them about that. The CASA League Cup, which is our new knockout tournament, is set to start next Monday. We have a record 36 teams signed up for that. It's very exciting. Can't wait to get into that knockout tournament as well. Then later in March, our Sunday 11v11 is kicking off at Wesley Bishop, and then the small-sided leagues start the week of April 5th. So we have the Monday Abierto, our new Monday night co-ed league, Tuesday night co-ed over 30, Thursday women, and Sunday mornings at Ramp. And then foot golf will be back. We'll talk about that later on April 24th. And then the season wraps up June 5th after 11 rounds of 11v11 league matches and all the small-sided, followed by the CASA League Cup final, and then playoffs for 11v11, and eventually the Kelly Cup final, the women's final, and the Champions Cup. So for all new captains, CASA has an exclusive partnership with Icarus FC. Icarus is run by Rob Smuckler, who is a player in our league. They are a nationwide apparel brand for soccer. It's kind of your one-stop shop for uniforms, hats, gloves, retro jerseys, jackets, everything. And all CASA teams get a discount from Icarus. We already have over 40 CASA teams are wearing Icarus, so the partnership's definitely mutually beneficial. And anyone who needs new kits, this is the guy to go to. They're cheap, they're customizable, help you with logo branding. It's all in all a great deal. So I'll turn it over to Mike DeFelice and Joe Cimino, who would like to do the officials report for this season.
Mike, you there? You hear me, Nolan?
Yep.
All right, cool. Mike, are you on the line, Mike? Mike ain't here. All right, I'll just take over. All right, hey, Captain, it's good to see you. I ain't seeing you, but good to be here, which is we're looking for a great season. Couple of things I just want to go over real quickly. The first thing is, I love feedback from you guys, not complaints, feedback. And on certain things, judgment call is a judgment call. I don't want to hear the referee missed a handball, blah, blah, blah. I want to hear, about, how the referee looked, how the referee act. Was he, polite? Was he cool? Was he, he wasn't a dick. Excuse my language. He respected the players. He talked to the players with respect, stuff like that. If he's an arrogant, SOB, I'd like to hear about that. Also, I'd like to know his effort. Now all referees are not 20-year-old jackrabbits. So, but if he's given the effort, and I tell my referees that's very important to give the effort. But if he's just kind of walking out there, hands crossed, arms folded, I want to hear about that stuff. Also, if he knows the rules, he probably does. Probably knows the rules better than most of the players. So, but like I said, if he misinterprets a rule, I like to know so we can correct it. If he allows substitutions when he shouldn't have, gave a direct kick when it should have been a indirect because of like sliding rule, stuff like that. I would love to hear feedback. So I can talk to the referee and get it cleared up so it might not happen the next time. So feedback, please. My email is on the website under Joe Cimino. So please email me if you have anything. Couple quick things about the rules. In the fall, I know we have a lot of new teams this year for the spring. So we started adopting the new FIFA rules, USSF rules. We go pretty much what the college does, because a lot of the referees have ref college or still do college. So that's the rules that we kind of go by. So like the goal kick, it doesn't have to come outside the 18. The defenders or the offensive players have to be outside the 18 until the ball's played. Drop ball, there's no more of we'll kick the ball back, because, you know, they say the team, we blow the whistle for some reason and they have the ball at the 25 attack, and, you know, the other team will kick the ball back to the other goalie. Now they got to work all the way back up the field. So that's out. So the drop ball is an unopposed drop ball. All opponents have to be 5 yards away. As soon as the ball hits the ground, it is in play. You can challenge them. The player can dribble the ball. The player cannot score off of a drop ball. Even if he dribbles 90 yards, if the ball doesn't touch somebody else, that player cannot put the ball in the net. A lot of people don't know that, but that doesn't usually happen. But it's like almost like an indirect kick. So just be aware of that. Ball off a referee. If the ball hits the referee and it changes possession, the play is blown dead, and it's the ball is given to the team that had possession before it hit the referee. It's an indirect kick. I believe it's it's an indirect kick. No, it's a drop ball. It's a drop ball. It's a drop ball from where it hit the referee and the other team. Same thing as a drop ball possession. If it hits the referee and continues on its way, it's play continues. If it hits the referee and goes out of play, the ball is, the play is stopped and it's given back to the other team. If the ball hits the referee and it goes to the same team, but that ball made a scoring opportunity for that team, the play is called dead, and it's brought back, and the team still gets possession, but they don't get that scoring opportunity. The wall. If three defenders are in the wall, I'm trying to go over this quick so the meeting ain't long and I talk fast. So any questions, you can do it later. If there's 3 defenders in the wall, and the offensive player cannot be in the wall, he has to be a yard off of that wall in all directions. So that's actually it's a great thing for eliminating a lot of bull crap going on in the wall. And the biggest thing that is misinterpreted in this league is the sliding. There's no sliding for the ball if an opponent is within 3 yards of the ball. If he slide tackles and wins the ball, the opponent is in that 3 yard, and it's a clean slide tackle. It's an indirect kick. If he does it in the penalty box and it's a clean slide tackle, but you cannot slide tackle in CASA, it's still an indirect kick. It is not a penalty kick. But that player will receive a yellow card for sliding inside the box. Substitution, we play by, like I said, NCAA rules. And I know a lot of you play somewhere else and you can sub at every opportunity. It doesn't happen here because we don't want time wasting where everybody just subs on every opportunity. So it's unlimited substitution. There's no re-entry, requirements. You can come in and out as much as you want, but it's your throw-in. If you sub on your throw-in, the other team can. Your corner kick, if you're subbing on your corner kick, the other team can. Obviously both teams on goal kicks, both teams at halftime, both injuries, player goes off. You can sub like numbers. That's how it is in college. And that's pretty much it. It's easy stuff, but we get confused sometimes. Subs, you're waiting to come in, please be at midfield so the referees know that you want to sub. The player that's leaving should be leaving on the closest to the touch line, end line where he's at. He doesn't have to walk across 60 yards of field to leave the field. We're about getting the game back into play so you guys can play, as much as possible during the game. We don't want to watch some all-star getting subbed and, taking prancing across the field like he's Neymar or whatever. So go off at the nearest touchline. That's about all I have to say. I hope you have a great season. Everybody stay healthy. We have mask require, but I'm not talking about that. That's Jared and Nolan's thing. Mike, are you there? Is Mike back yet?
Yeah, I got it.
Anything you want to add, Mike?
I just joined, so I missed a lot. So if you've been on the whole time, Joe, I think you've pretty much covered everything that we need, right?
Yeah, that's all I have to say. Is like I said, just note I didn't mention the handball. We're not playing the new handball rule because actually FIFA is talking about changing it again anyway for fall of this year, I believe. So they are in such a upheaval with this handball thing. So like I said, we play with college was the old rule. If it's unintentional, if ball plays hand, the referee will not be calling it. If hand plays ball, obviously it's a handball. The shoulder is not deemed part of the hand, the arm, so that's not a handball. The only thing that I'm going to be telling the referees this year, if it's unintentional handball, but it creates a scoring opportunity, we're going to call that. I don't think it's that's part of the new rule. Which I think is actually a good one, because unattended handball and they get an opportunity, I don't think that's proper. So that's one of the parts that we're going to adopt for this spring. Like I said, unattended handball, but if it creates a scoring opportunity for that team, we'll be blowing that as a free kick coming out. That's all I have, guys. I hope you have a great year. Hope you enjoy playing in CASA. Like I said, any I hate to call them complaints, but they are complaints or feedback. Please. That's the only way I know if my referees are doing their job. We have a program where we do assess referees, but I can't get to every game every week. We have how many teams? 70, like 74. That's 37 games. I can't be at all of them, nor Mike can be at all of them. To watch. So, but if we're there assessing the referee, we're also there assessing how the teams behave. So it's kind of like a dual kind of operation. Guys, enjoy this year, okay? That's all. I'm done. Nolan, unless you want me to go over anything else.
No, I think that's good. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate
No
the update
problem.
on the rules and all the rules will be posted to the site this week for captains to take a look at. We'll also be emailing them out. So if you have any questions, you reach out to Joe or Mike or John Kelly about that. Okay, so getting into our COVID protocols, we had these in place in the fall, and we have a couple modifications ahead of the spring. The latest state guidance states that any games in PA, any soccer games, need to be wearing facial coverings the entire time. There was an email sent out about this last week. In the next slide, you'll see I have some recommended facial coverings for players to get. Just because what I've found is the medical mask, N95 masks, they're pretty uncomfortable to wear. And there's several slick options out there that are pretty affordable for everyone to get. In New Jersey, the rules right now say that anytime except for when you're on the field. So this applies to coaches, referees, spectators, anyone. And we'll get into the implementation of this into the rules in a couple slides later. Obviously, CASA is following whatever the latest guidance is. If this changes, CASA will change as well. We are seeing cases in PA, at least in the Northeast, drop, which is good. And hopefully there's, change in these rules ahead of the warmer days in May and June. We will keep all captains updated and players. And obviously there's, within our protocols is the standard stuff like do not share water bottles, towels, don't come if sick. Just same thing as the fall. The one thing to emphasize is, I think we put out an email about this at the end of last year. We had out of 2,000 players playing in the league, we only had 9 COVID cases, and every single one was isolated. So everybody in the league did a great job preventing the spread. We expect more of the same this spring. We really showed that CASA is a safe place to play in. And we're really looking forward to a successful spring as well, following these guidelines. The enforcement for these, we've had some teams playing friendlies wearing masks. It's gone well, but referees will not start the game until every single player is wearing a mask, and they've been instructed that. And anytime facial masks are slipping or people aren't wearing them during the game, the referee is going to pause the game, just like it with shin guards, and have that player run off and fix the issue and come back in. So we're taking this seriously. We want you all to take it as well seriously. Make sure you relay it to your teams. The protocols will be posted to the website by tonight. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to myself or Vice President Jared. So as I was talking about, these are some recommended sports coverings that the league has looked into. Reebok is a really lightweight, sticks to your face well, doesn't move too much. Under Armour is a little more breathable, but is a little heavier too. And there's various kinds. There's neck gaiters. There's Champion is making masks. So should be a link to these type of facial coverings in the COVID protocols, which are on the website. So if any of your players aren't sure where to get them, something comfortable, direct them that way to just shoot them the link. Several other teams have started doing this and started just going off, Amazon, Under Armour, Reebok, anywhere they can get them. John Kelly, would you like to talk about the rule updates briefly?
Sure. Can you hear me, Nolan?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we made a few small updates to the way the rules were documented for the league, just to make it easier for both players and referees to understand and consult the rules when they had to. I worked with Mike DeFelice from the referees on this over the off season, and basically some of the highlights, just in terms of things that are relevant for you guys that are on here today. We modified some formatting to make it easier to kind of go through with an updated table of contents, all the type of stuff. It was a little bit disorganized before. We clarified some of the language. There was a little bit of redundancy and some things that kind of contradicted themselves, but we got all that sorted out and taken care of. We used to have different rules and regulations for 7v7, 8v8, 11v11. We've consolidated everything into one document, and then there are individual sections that are related to specific 7v7, 8v8, 11v11 games, so that you don't need to be bouncing back and forth between a bunch of different things. We used to have a fine that would be implemented as a potential penalty for player discipline. We had a long conversation about that and decided it wasn't really a very effective way to discipline players. So we've removed that. Players will no longer be getting fined for red cards and violent conduct and stuff like that. One of the big things that we heard from referees last year was that they felt like they weren't really properly protected by the rules. There's lots of stuff in there about abuse directed at other players, but there wasn't anything in there specific in terms of penalties for abuse directed at referees. So we added that in there. Hopefully this year we don't have issues. We always obviously appreciate our referees being out there with us so that we can play all the games that we get to play, and appreciate everyone being respectful of them and all the time commitments that they make for being there for us, because we couldn't play without them. There are some details in there about how to reschedule games and things like that. So I encourage captains to take a look at that. If they have questions, obviously you can also consult with your commissioners as well. We did go in and make it very clear as to what captains and referees are supposed to do before and after the games. So if you have any specific questions about what you are responsible for doing on game day, please consult the updated rules, and it will explain right there what you're responsible for doing. As Nolan said, the referees do have the power to stop or prevent a game from starting until players have their facial coverings, as long as that rule is in place. We'll obviously keep everybody posted with that. Hopefully, as Nolan said, later in the spring, the guidance will change on that, but we're just subject to to the rules that are in place at the moment in the state of Pennsylvania. So those are the main updates. Again, that's all posted on the website. If you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to discuss. Nolan?
Yep. Thanks, John. It's a great overview. Okay, so last year, last spring, last fall, we had our first game day disputes member, which was John. John did an awesome job, and now John is a member of the board. We have a new, as per the way this position's set up, every year we have a new game day disputes member, and this year's is Michael McKinney. He is a non-board member, but he'll be working with Jared as vice president and any commissioners to settle any game disputes. One of the things John did when he joined the board was he established a dispute form. It's on the website. So if there's any dispute that you have within your game, any incident you'd like taken into consideration, you have to do that within 24 hours of the game. There's a Google form to fill out. It'll go to Michael. Michael will share it with the board and discuss and try to have any decision out within 3 or 4 days. So last year was our first year of having this. John did an awesome job, and I'm sure Michael will do a good job too. Unio, are you on the line to talk about the DEI officer? If not, I can take it. Okay, Unio must be held up. So as was posted, it was posted in communications a couple months ago. We established a new position. Unio Martinez is now the diversity, equity, and inclusion officer in CASA. And basically what he does is acts as a liaison between the board and the teams, connecting with them, finding out what their goals are. Some teams in our league like to support certain causes. Some are just here to play soccer. So his job is to bridge that gap, connect, and make our organization stronger through connecting with other organizations that we can partner with, and support certain causes, run events, have charitable donations, stuff along those lines. He's here to help support the small side divisions, help those grow, find diversity within the league. And he's already starting quite an impact already. Our spring 2021 DEI campaign is Mosque football more than soccer. So Unio sent out an introduction email last week. He'll be starting to collect feedback from captains about why they play soccer, what they support, and starting to compile that data. And then throughout the spring, as we have different matches, kind of like we had match of the week last fall, we'll have DEI match of the week sometimes where, you have two teams that are playing a game in a couple weekends, and that game may raise money or, attract interest to a certain cause or a charitable donation, and really highlight the issue, the support, and kind of show that our league is about more than soccer. So Unio wasn't able to hop on to explain this, but if anybody has any questions, he's the best person to contact. His email's on the website, and everybody should have gotten an email from him just introducing who he is and what he's doing with the board and what his plans are for 2021. So into fields, I understand that last fall was definitely difficult in terms of fields, without the school district and losing trifecta in the middle of the season. It was definitely rough. And, myself and the rest of the board were making calls every single week to any field we could get. Eventually we worked it out by the end, but it was definitely not an easy season field wise. So the good news is we have plenty of turf fields available this spring that we've been working on over the past 3 months. You can see them here. I'll show some of them on the next slide. We're back at Ramp. We're playing at Bristol Turf Moor. We have Upper Darby and Bonner. We're playing at the Proving Grounds again. We're playing at Penn Park a little bit, Germantown Academy, and then a few grass fields as well to round out. So here's a couple pictures. Aaron, you can go through them quickly, but this is Penn Park. That's Bonner High School, and Cristo Rey. Just pause here. Cristo Rey is let me go back one. Wrong direction. Thanks. Cristo Rey is one of our newest fields. This field's brand new. It is near the Kroc Center, near Gratz. We'll be partnering with them this spring, having League Cup games here. Small sided and Saturdays. It's a great field, has lights. We were going to play here last spring. I know that season didn't work out, but we're looking forward to being back. So this will be one of our premier sites going forward throughout the spring and beyond. So our small-sided leagues, which we will talk about in a second, a few of them are going to be at Kroc Center in the city. We have Wesley Bishop for the Sunday Night League, and then Cristo Rey will be hosting a few of them as well. So we'll take a minute for each division, like the tradition is, go through, talk about the fields that they're using, the teams in each division. Any new teams will be highlighted in yellow. I'll have the commissioners go through each of their divisions. Dave Wong isn't on the call, so I'll go through Primera, but after that, we'll turn over to Mike, anybody else that is on the call for a commissioner, and they can introduce themselves. But any captain who is new that, if your team's highlighted in yellow, the commissioner will call upon you. Please unmute your mic. Take 30 seconds, just introduce who you are, to the rest of the captains, what your team is, where you guys were founded, anything like that, any info about you guys, any information about how your name came about, just so everybody can get a feel for some of the new teams we have joining us. So like I said, we have a record 73 teams in 11v11 across all 6 divisions. So a huge amount of interest in playing, and we hope that continues to grow so we can establish more and more 11v11 divisions. Hopefully a 7th division in 2022. Still don't know what that would be called yet, but we're working on it. So for Primera, most of those games will be at Proving Grounds, Bonner YSC. We'll be using Cristo Rey, Bryn Athyn, and Upper Darby as backup fields. All the top 5 Primera teams will qualify for the Kelly Cup. Bottom 2 get relegated to Segunda. We have 11 teams, so we have a bunch of returning teams to the league, and we have 2 newly promoted teams in SMK and Real Vitus who will be in Primera for the first time. Mike Halber, are you on the call to talk about Segunda?
Yeah, I'm here, Nolan. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, everyone. I'm Mike Halber. I'm the Segunda commissioner. I've done it. Some of you that have been in the league for a while, especially Segunda, should be familiar with me. Sorry that you can't see me today, but I did forget to shave before hopping on. So getting to it, we do have Bryn Athyn and Bonner as our primary fields, which you guys look. We do have our first 2 week schedules up for Segunda. So if you guys want to give it a check after the call and everything, and then let me know. We will be working on getting the rest of the schedule up as we go. And then, as far as new teams go, we do have Smitty, Werben, Jagerman, Jensen FC. If the captain's on, if you want to take a second to kind of introduce your team now.
Yeah, absolutely. So you did pretty well on the name. Not gonna lie, a lot of people just kind of give up and they just say Smitty FC. But my name's Carson. I put the team together with 2 other guys that I play with in a couple of different leagues. So we kind of just got friends of friends to kind of play together. Just want to kind of have a more of a relaxed environment, and just have just friends play together. When we were thinking about a team name, we didn't really have much in common, and so. Those of you who still watch SpongeBob, which I'm extremely guilty of, this is from SpongeBob. And so something came up where we quoted SpongeBob, and the next thing you know, Smitty, Werben, Jagerman, Jensen FC was the name. And yeah, that's really all there is to it.
Thanks, Carson. I appreciate that. Good luck to you guys, and we're happy to have you aboard. Next, going to move over to Rose Tree Gunners FC, if you're on the call. All right, then moving on, then we have Santos FC, if you're on the call.
Yeah, we're here. My name is Marcelo. Nice to meet everybody. It's our first year, obviously. I played with Blue Stars last year. Just kind of started a team recently outside of CASA. It's a lot of like friends. Just thought that we'd get together and kind of register a team. So that's kind of what we did here. Yeah, really looking forward to the season. And thanks to everybody who kind of made this happen. So, yeah.
Thanks, and looking forward to your game against Blue Stars FC then. And on that note, I'll turn it back over to you, Nolan.
Thank you. We'll move on to Tercera. Brian, are you on the call to talk about Tercera?
Yep, I'm here. So my name is Brian. I've been with the league for a few years now. I've been commissioner for Sexto, for Quinto, and now for Tercera as of last season, I think. So most of you guys I've dealt with before in Tercera or in some other division. But what we have is we have 14 teams this season. We'll be mostly at Bristol and Ramp, also Lighthouse, Bordentown, and Bonner. Is Sunbears on? So I know Sunbears is a returning team. They played before. They may have just skipped the fall.
Yeah, hi. So Sunbears is here.
Cool.
Sorry, couldn't figure out my mic.
It's okay.
But, yeah, our registration isn't finalized, but we're definitely in. So if that's what you're gonna ask.
Awesome. Yeah, if you just wanna, I know you played before, so if you don't want to introduce yourself, that's fine.
No worries. I can say a few words. I'm Garcy. I'm the captain of Sunbears. This year and last year was my first year being captain, but Sunbears have been around for like a few years now. Been in various divisions and just trying to work our way up. But we're just like a group of friends decided to make a team a few years ago and just like getting together on the weekends and playing soccer. So it's pretty much about it.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, Garcy. Brian, only highlight teams to be introduced. The bold teams are all returning. So
Gotcha. Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Okay.
So is anyone for Carroll Trading? No? Okay. Is anybody on for, is it Delfino Brothers?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Delphine Bros. So I'm Michael, everyone. I'm the captain of the Penn Undergraduates Club team. And pretty much last year we weren't able to field a team because we didn't have enough people on campus, but now we do this term, and so we wanted to get some playing time in, and our normal league isn't on at the moment. So we're looking to play some good level soccer in this league. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Great. Well, welcome. Hopefully it's somewhere you guys stick around. We always are going to have those kinds of teams join. Is anybody on from Alamo FC?
Yeah, hi. My name's Phil Rowling. I'll be captain for Alamo FC. Our team is made up mostly college teammates from Muhlenberg College. So we graduated, 5-6 years ago. So it's mostly just, teammates and friends of teammates from that team. And yeah, we're looking forward to the season.
Cool. Great. Looking forward to having you.
Welcome.
Is anyone on from Drexel Shaft?
Yeah. Hey guys, my name's Ben. We're just a bunch of guys from Drexel Club Soccer. Like you, Penn, our games were canceled for the spring, so we looked to CASA and are joining this year.
Awesome. Looking forward to having you guys. Looking forward to dealing with everybody this season. If you have any questions, you all should have some kind of contact info from me. So feel free to reach out. And then back to Nolan.
Thanks. Doug, are you on the call to go through Quarto?
Yep. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Doug Gorty. I'm the new commissioner for Quarto Division. Last season in the division commission for returning teams. Nice to meet you. So yeah, we're gonna have my last count was 10 teams. That might not be right, 12 teams. But yeah, 10 teams in our division this season. And yeah, so our primary fields are going to be Bristol and Ramp. For everyone in our division that's on this call, the first 2 weeks I just got posted before the meeting started. So you can go ahead and take a look at that. We're not at Ramp this season. A few people I know requested Ramp, but yeah, so those are our primary fields, Bristol and Ramp, and we'll also be at Lighthouse, Bordentown, and Upper Moreland. I know SJ Gentlemen, the Jersey team, we're going to be playing in Jersey a little bit, so that'll be good. And yeah, so the new teams, SJ Gentlemen, Nations United, Leaders FC, is anyone from SJ Gentlemen here? Okay, Nations United, anyone here?
Yeah, my name is Danilo. Hi, everyone. Yeah, we're a new team. We're excited to play. We're a bunch of guys that they either used to play with some teams of CASA, and there are some new guys that have decided to play for CASA this season. So we are very excited to be in the league. I know you guys I've been playing CASA for 3 years already, and you guys have an excellent organization, even last year with COVID and everything. So we are definitely looking forward to play some good matches. So good luck, everyone.
That's a former Daybreak player right there. Just want to throw that out there. Former Daybreak and Nightfall.
Daybreak and Nightfall, that's right.
Yeah, very incestuous, this league. And so Leaders FC, anyone here? I thought I saw someone. But all right, well, thanks everyone. And you know how to reach me in the group chat. I think I have everyone in there now. So any questions, just reach out.
Thanks, Doug. John, do you want to talk about Quinto quick?
Sure. Yep. Hey, everyone. So this is John Kelly. I'm going to be the Quinto commissioner this year. First time as commissioner. So I'm looking forward to working with everybody. I play for a team in Primera, Estonia United, but looking forward to working with all of you in Quinto this year as well. So yeah, it looks like we got, I guess, one new team coming in this year to Quinto. We'll be playing Life Center and AIM predominantly. Obviously going to work to do the best that we can to accommodate all the scheduling requests that have come in so far. We'll do the best we can do with all of that. So keep communicating any other preferences and updates that you guys have as the season progresses, and we'll do our best to incorporate those. But anyone from Sporting Philadelphia Football Club around? No. No one. Sorry, my dog just fell down the stairs. But that's I can't see the bottom row. Nolan, is there another yellow team, or is it just Sporting Philadelphia?
Nope. It's that, and we had some teams come up from Sexto just because we had a ton of new Sexto teams, which Evan will get to on the next slide.
Sounds good. Well, that's it.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, thanks, Nolan. So I'm Evan. I've been on the board as a commissioner for a little over a year now. Last season was my first season as commissioner because spring 2020 was canceled. I've been playing in the league for about 4 years. Just to run through this real quick. So we have 12 teams that are playing. A lot of new teams here, which is great. Well, what is the primary field for?
The primary field, I guess, does not exist, but that's my fault. It is Life Center and AIM, like 5th division, and they will play other games, at Ramp, Bristol, Bordentown where needed. So sorry about that, Evan.
Awesome. Appreciate it. I think a lot of the other commissioners kind of touched on everything important at this point. So Mighty Ducks, anyone from your team here? All right, Dyslexia, Untied.
Yeah, and actually, thank you for saying it correctly. You guys spelled it right. It's actually supposed to be untied because, of course, it's dyslexia. So, it was between that or potentially Imaginary Madrid. But since I'm already on a team called Dyslexia Untied, we went with that one. We're mostly a bunch of people that have been playing together at YSC on various incarnations, on weekday divisions and things like that. But I've played in CASA for probably the last 5.5 years on various teams and various divisions, so I'm pretty familiar with the organization.
Thanks. Moving on to Hamilton FC.
Hey, yeah, this is Dylan Smith, the captain for Hamilton. I think I'm the only one that has played in the CASA League before, so everyone else is new to CASA. But basically a bunch of Drexel alumni or current Drexel students that don't play club soccer but miss soccer and played in high school, so looking to get back into it.
Awesome, thanks. Coyotes FC. All right, Kensington.
Hi everyone, I'm Jim Breslin. I've been playing in CASA for many years, and I'm in absolute awe of CASA and what it has done to grow the game in Philadelphia. The new team I'm captaining is Kensington Soccer Club. The name comes from the nonprofit Kensington Soccer Club in Kensington, Philadelphia, of which we're completely integrated with. The motto of Kensington Soccer Club is community advancement through soccer. They provide pay what you can for all youth players, even going as far as supplying uniforms and spikes or shin guards if need be to the players. The mission of this particular Kensington team is to provide a place for the alumni of the Kensington U23 teams, as well as other former and current Kensington players. And we're trying to turn the Kensington Soccer Club into like a multi-generational club. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. That's really awesome. All right, I think that wraps it up. Everyone have a good season. Good luck. Nolan.
Thank you, Evan. Next slide. We'll talk about the Kelly Cup. So our Kelly Cup, hopefully we can complete the spring 2021 Kelly Cup. I know we weren't able to complete it last year because of the playing restrictions, but all the travel restrictions are off. So this is the format for all new teams. Every division winner from the 2nd through 6th division qualifies for the Kelly Cup. It is our Champions League, and then the top 5 of Premier qualify as well. And we have a bunch of playing games for the lower division champions, starting with the first round on the 12th of June, the second round the 19th of June, and the final will be held at Subaru Park in July. We still have to confirm that date, but that is usually the date that it happens on. Andrew, are you on the call to talk about Sunday mornings and Monday nights quick?
Yeah, I'm on. Hey, everyone. Andrew Stevens. Just started first year commissioner. I'll be your Sunday morning and your Monday night commissioner. We still have teams signing up. We're starting in about a month. It's a later start than the other leagues, but looking forward to being commissioner. We're still signing up teams. So if anyone's looking to get some extra minutes or knows someone that can't necessarily play on Saturdays anymore, please send them my direction. My information is on the site, so you can email me whenever, and happy to work with everyone. So Sunday mornings will be at Ramp Turf Field, starting April 11th. Like I said, we have some weeks coming up for signups, so looking forward to it.
Cool, thanks. And I think the Monday night slide's a little later, so you can talk about that then.
Right.
Yep. Aaron. Yep. Zach, are you on the call to talk about Sunday night co-ed? No, I can talk about it. Okay, it does not look like Zach's on the call. So our Sunday night co-ed league takes place at Wesley Bishop in New Jersey. We had 4 teams last year. It looks like we're going to have 5, maybe even 6. So this will be 11v11 co-ed, 8 males, 3 females. It starts end of March, runs up until Memorial Day weekend. It was a big hit last year. We're looking forward to getting this league up and running again. It's one of our new leagues, and we're hoping to keep expanding it as we go on. Andrew, you want to talk about Monday nights quick?
Yeah, so Monday night's gonna be great because whichever anyone was playing at the Yuki Club in the fall, but this is another great location in the city. I haven't been at Crystal Ray yet, but I've heard great things. Great turf field. We have 7v7s just like the Sunday mornings. Hoping to get some more teams signed up. It seems like we have a lot of interest. So really excited to get out there. Really excited to see what's happening. I'll probably sign up a team up as well. Should be a great time.
Thanks, Andrew. Monday night co-ed, I'll talk about. This is a new league we're starting, so we'll have Monday nights and Tuesday night for co-ed. We will be going back to the Yuki Club for Monday night, so slightly cheaper cost than the Croc Center, which is on Tuesdays, and Bob will speak about that on the next slide. We have a bunch of teams signed up for this already that are interested, so anyone that knows any co-ed teams, knows any female players, wants to make one, this is a great way to get involved. We're excited for our Monday night co-ed league, and we're hoping to run 2 successful co-ed leagues, actually 3 with the Sunday night. So co-ed on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights this spring. Bob, are you on the call to talk about the Tuesday night co-ed? Nothing from Bob. So Tuesday night co-ed, it's similar 7v7. Monday nights at the Yuki Club. Tuesday night will be at the Croc, and then Wednesday night over 30. I'll let Jared talk about that for a minute.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm Jared. I'm also the vice president. Also commissioned the Wednesday night over 30 league. 7v7 starts April 7th. You get 8 games plus the playoffs. We've been playing at the Croc for some time now, so. Anybody who is older like myself, who plays in the Saturday League or other leagues, is looking for something midweek. This is a perfect spot for it. We've had a lot of teams that have been around for a long time, and we always like to add new ones. Or if you just have enough time for an hour worth during a Wednesday because your life's busy with kids or family or whatever, come on out. It's a great thing. You can obviously just message me or register online, and we'll look forward to seeing you out there.
Great. Thanks, Jared. Kristen, would you like to talk about Thursday Night Women's League and what we've been doing for promotion, including maybe Safe Hub Philly?
Yes, I was actually going to ask if I should talk about them. I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Kristen Lepley. I'm the women's commissioner. Kind of new since we haven't had a season since I've been commissioner, so this is all new for me. We're looking to have hopefully 6 women's teams at least. Obviously would love more, but this is our first season back, so at least 6 would be great. Monday nights, we are hosting pickup at Suburban Sports. So tell whoever you know can come out Monday nights. And as for Safe Hub Philly, they are an international nonprofit that was actually founded in South Africa in 2007, but they have a Philly branch. And we're going to be looking as CASA to kind of partner with them a little bit and maybe raise money for them by maybe selling shirts or running other promotions. And they are also looking for volunteer coaches for the spring. Basically, they run programs that focus on teaching kids life skills education through soccer. And it's about 2 hours Sunday mornings, which I know that does interfere with some of the leagues. And their season does start March 14th, which is also soon, goes to June 6th. But yeah, we're looking forward to partnering with them. And if you want to volunteer, you can go to their website.
Great. Thanks, Kristen. And yeah, for our women's, you can go back, Aaron. Our women's league is back after taking the fall off. So, we have 3 teams in so far. If anyone knows any other women or women's teams, direct them Kristen's way. We're growing and trying to grow everything up, and we're getting free agents together into teams too. So looking for a great. If everybody's noticed on our social media, we've been posting a lot about the women's league and supporting for it. So anybody that has any female players, direct them Kristen's way, and looking forward to a great women's and all the rest of the small side seasons.
Actually, one more thing. Kylie, who I think is actually on the call, reached out to me today. So we actually will have 4 teams. The team she's signing up is smaller, so we'll send some free agents her way. But so far, we're looking at 4 teams, hoping to get to 6.
And more to go. You can also email Nikki Spector, who is the director of women's soccer, with any female players or questions about the women's league as well. Pickup soccer. So we are one of our initiatives this spring is to expand pickup soccer. CASA's Hope has hosted pickups in the past. We've been hosting them at Suburban Sports. We've hosted them last fall too, and in the summer actually, informally. But we are looking to grow our scene in pickup across Philly. So part of our initiative, I'm working with Bob Buston directly, who's our pickup coordinator. As everyone knows, we have the Philly Soccer Pickup Group in Open Sports, has over 600 members. People see our events every week, and we run a little bit of pickup, but we're going to start hosting pickup events side by side, our small-sided leagues on weeknights. The goal there is really to have players come in that are just in the pickup mindset, see the league, eventually want to join and grow the league that way too. So we're going to be hosting pickups in Philly starting in early April. We're also going to be hosting them in Northeast Philly. We're going to be hosting them in the King of Prussia, Norristown area. So to make this run successfully, we are looking for site managers to help out. A site manager would basically come to the pickup session, check people in. They get to play for free. They get free CASA apparel. So it's really a good gig. Once every other week, we're assembling a team of 5 to 10 site managers to run all the pickup sessions. So anyone, if you know anyone on your team that is crazy about soccer, wants to play every single night of the week, I know every team has at least 2 of those nuts who always want to seem to have a ball around them. These are the people that reach out about becoming a pickup site manager. So if you yourself or anyone on your team is interested, please reach out to me or Bob Buston. It's a great way to get involved with our organization. Great. So exciting news. Foot golf is back in a socially distant setting for April 24th. That'll be at Juniata. Signups are live. We already have 15 teams signed up, 15 foursomes, I should say, and we are looking to break the 55 foursome record, which we set a couple of years ago. And also foot golf, the main contribution of it is that we raise a ton of money for the scholarship fund. We just had 5 scholarship winners who are on our website. So CASA is one of the things we're doing in the community to improve the soccer scene and just general outlook. CASA Day, as long as the COVID cases keep trending down and vaccinations are on the rise, we look to have a CASA Day in July like we used to, where we would have the women's final, 77 Champions Cup, and the Kelly Cup final. Still working through the details of this and confirming the dates, but we're excited to have this back, hopefully. Fingers crossed everything keeps on the downward with COVID, and looking forward to a great spring, and this will culminate in the great end of spring season. Just want to touch on some things that CASA is doing in the community. We're always looking to get involved. We'll be targeting a cleanup day in the spring. We had the Kicking Out tournament last August. That was to support, about transgender and transphobia. But we'll be supporting another cause with that this August as a preseason tournament for the teams to get ready. And as I mentioned earlier, Unio, as DEI officer, will be running his Mosque football campaign in the spring season.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the fun part of the evening. So for those who don't know, I'll give you a quick rundown of what the CASA League Cup is. It's a knockout tournament we'll be hosting for the first time this spring in the style of the FA Cup. So we'll bring in teams from all 6 divisions. Start with the lower levels. As you win, you move on. Lose, you're out. Final will be hosted at the Union Stadium, and we will be moving on from there. So, Aaron, you can move forward here. We have teams from, as I said, all 6 divisions. The bottom 3, you guys can run through the single list here. The opening draw for you guys will be in about 5 minutes now once we get to it. These are the teams joining us from the bottom 3 divisions, as I said. Aaron, you can move on. We have another 12 of these guys. We have another 26 from divisions 1 through 3. And then we also have the top 4 ranked teams from Primera from last fall who will be joining us in round 4 for this tournament. So I will be in touch directly with everyone who has signed up for this tournament to give you all the specific details for how everything is going to work with regards to scheduling, with regards to, Jawan, we know that, I believe, since you're combining the teams, isn't it rapid like midday at this point?
No, it's just Rapid Football Club. It's gonna be daybreak and nightfall together.
Okay. Thank you for that very important note. But yes, I will be in touch with everyone with specific details as we move forward. But now we can get on to the fun part of the evening, which is the first round draw. These are the teams who will be entering this draw. Nolan will be picking out the matchups whenever he is ready. So, Aaron, do we have the option to do some drum roll?
Hard to do it on a laptop, but I'm excited. Aaron, is my screen showing? I just want to show everybody the bowl that I have with all the teams' names in it. I'll be pulling them out of the bowl. Grayson, do you see me or you?
I see everyone right now. So, but you can go ahead and pull the first one out. Who do we got?
Yep. So I'll mix up the bowl.
Number 1 is you'll have to read them out.
Kensington FC.
Kensington FC. And they will be facing
the Boys Who Cry. Boys Do Cry FC.
Right, Kensington. Andrew, how do you feel about that matchup?
Well, Kensington's a new team, so I guess we'll find out how they are. I think we play them. I think we play them like 3rd week of the season, so we'll be playing them a couple times in quick succession right there. So be good to get to know the new team in the league.
Yep.
There we go. Aaron, Nolan, who's we got next?
Okay, the next team to be drawn is FC BTC from the 6th division.
BTC, and they will be facing.
They will be facing Nations United FC from the 4th division.
There we go.
It's backwards, but that's okay. Okay, the next matchup will be UCFC.
UCFC, and they will be facing against UCFC from Quinto now.
New team, the Mighty Ducks from Sexto.
Mighty Ducks.
Next team, we have a couple matches left. New team, La Juve in Sexto. And they will be playing FC Delta, who was recently promoted to Quinto.
Yep.
Hard to see. It says FC Delta. We have 4 teams left.
That matchup.
Dog, any words?
I think he's scared.
I think he is scared.
We're fine.
I'm gonna have to find out what the translation is of Juve before I really have any feelings
the
on
next team drawn is Rapid FC. Again, it's hard to see, but we
Again,
try
I
to do
think
what we can on
rapid midday pretty much.
rapid midday, and they will be facing. There's only three teams left. They'll be facing Vitus FC in the first round of the cup.
Come on, you guys better win that game.
Yeah, we have to. We have to.
Yeah.
Jawan,
sure.
you're just lucky you didn't get drawn against SOB Athletic. I'm just saying.
Hashtag beat Nolan.
There's only two teams left. So we will pull out the first one. First one is Washington Square Football Club, recently rebranded from Spartan FC. And last but not least, they will be playing returning SOB Athletic from the 6th division. Again, a lot. But those are the matchups. As Grayson said, the tournament's tiered. So the 12 teams that were drawn in round 1 from the 4th, 5th, and 6th divisions will all play against each other. Then they'll play against each other again in the second round, all the winners. So we'll have 3 winners from the second round, advancing to the third round, where they meet the rest of the teams, except for those 4 top Premier teams with a bye to the 4th round. Lose and go home. We'll have how the schedule will work is we'll have various game slots up. Grayson will be creating a group with those captains, and then it's first come, first serve for the game slots and schedule. Each round will be 2 to 3 weeks long. At the end of each round, we will have a new cup draw with the new teams at a local bar. It will be televised on Facebook Live. That will be communicated out to captains so they can watch the excitement unfold. And as we wind into May in the later stages of the tournament, we will have quarterfinals, semifinals, and then hopefully the League Cup final at Subaru Park on June 9th.
We're excited to be running the tournament. I think it's going to be a fun time for everyone. See if we can get some good Cinderella ones forward. Jawan, I'm betting on you guys, so don't let me down here. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. As Nolan said, I will be putting together a group with all of the teams from the first round in it. And we'll get the schedule for that set very shortly. But yeah, good luck, everyone.
Thanks. Aaron, can you flip to the PowerPoint?
Nolan, quick question. I didn't pay yet. How long do I have to pay for the CASA Cup? Just like this, I can pay this week. I just forgot.
All good. You have to pay before your first match. We wouldn't want a team losing and then not paying. So
okay, I got you. I'm excited to get that done this week.
No problem. So yeah, we have 36 teams signed up for that, 73 for 11v11, and a ton of small-sided teams. And I would like to leave the floor open to anybody that has questions or announcements before that starts. I got a private message to mention the weekly reporters. We will have our weekly reporters again. They will be in each of the division chats. They will be reaching out to you after each week. This is a way for our board to be able to spotlight our teams and how they're doing each week. There was every week it'll go out in the CASA newsletter and on the Philly soccer page. This is a great way to get some funny advertising for our league and some lighthearted humor, but then also game reports, see who's doing well, see which teams need a boost in their season. So we'll have a group of 4 to 5 reporters. They will be in your chats. It is important that each week all the captains, when they reach out, they'll reach out on Saturday or Sunday, just give them some quick info about their game. Otherwise, they're making up stuff and writing about just their thoughts, and we want them to be getting quotes from you and making it as realistic as possible. As part of our social media efforts, we're also going to be on the field more, trying to get interviews after games, posting on game actions. We try to grow our league and show why CASA is the best league in the Northeast and possibly the whole East Coast. So I'll leave it open to everybody else. Anybody who has any questions or announcements they'd like to share, please, floor is yours. If not, and if you'd like to speak to me one-on-one, I'll hang on the Zoom a little bit afterwards if anybody wants to ask questions or speak.
Guys, hold on, Mike. If you guys have questions, just put your hand up so we can unmute you and then go from there. Mike, go ahead.
Is the League Cup a 2-man referee system, or are you going 3 the whole way?
The League Cup is a 2-man referee system until the quarterfinals. After the quarterfinals, it becomes a 3-man system.
Got it.
Quarterfinals and later. Does anyone else have any questions about anything that was talked about or the season? Anything? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Anybody who wants to hang on, feel free. Again, thanks everybody for jumping on. We're looking forward to the spring season. You can always, most of the captains have my number. If you want to reach out with any questions as well.
Nolan.
Yep.
Mike has a question. Go, Mike.
Hey, Nolan, can you just run through the matchups again for the League Cup?
Yeah, Grayson, do you want to touch on those? Or are you writing them down?
Yes, we have Kensington FC versus Boys Do Cry, BTC versus Nations United, UCFC versus Mighty Ducks, La Juve versus FC Delta, Rapid is playing Vitus, and then Sons of Ben are going up against the Spartans. Nolan, you can correct me on what their current name is.
Washington Square Football Club.
Washington Square. Does that answer your question, Mike?
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Jackson, did you have a question?
No, I was just going to say thanks, everybody. I know this is a ton of work and really appreciate it. Happy to be back.
Thanks, Jackson. Welcome back to the Statesmen who weren't playing in the fall, but they're back in the spring now.
That's all the people that had their hands up, man.
All right, no worries. So anybody who wants to stick around, I'll hang on the line for another 10, 15 minutes. If not, good luck in your seasons. The schedules for the first 2 weeks should be posted by tonight. If you have any questions about those, let your commissioner know. They will we'll be trying to get the schedule for the rest of the season up within the next couple of weeks. Continue any games after the 21st, continue to send in your schedule requests to your commissioner, and they'll try to accommodate you the best they can. On that note, good luck, everybody, and hope to see you all in the field.
Nolan, I passed you the host so that you can keep recording. So you should have the host now.
Okay, I'll stop the recording, but stay on.
Nolan, what team you playing for, man? There's 2 Vitas teams.
I'm playing for
Nolan plays for every
Vitus United.
Are you playing for United again?